There you go. Back to the channel today. Joel here from Dynamics Bowling, and today we're going to introduce you guys the new Ultimate Wrecker from Grip. And because it's an oldie, and they're all decided to bring it back from an old ball called the Original Wrecker that is a symmetrical pearl, also in not exactly in the upper tier ball, but a symmetrical pearl when the lanes start to transition. So Ray's going to put the layout on the screen somewhere. We're going to throw a couple of shots, and we're going to compare it to the Zen 25 from 900 Global. A little bit stronger cover, a little bit stronger core, just overall characteristics that says that this ball needs a little bit more oil. We threw the Wrecker before. We hit it with a 2K, hit it with a little bit of surface because as the lane starts to transition, I personally need the ball to slow down a little bit. And we left the polish on it. It kind of gave me a little bit too quick a reaction. So we need the ball to slow down so we can kind of get out of that over-under type of reaction. Just got to get the ball to 5. Okay, you can see that ball really wants to corner a little bit more. So that lets me know that I can use the oil in the middle a little bit more and kind of send that ball out there to the same spot, though, because if we miss in, the ball's not going to hook off that spot. So what we like to do in these positions is move our target a little bit in and move up as we go. So the ball still projects to that spot, but still hooks in that spot. So that was actually not a bad shot considering how kind of weird they are right now. So I'm going to move it just a skosh left and try to get it to that spot a little bit more. See, when you miss to that spot in the middle, when you run into that over-under, so now I got to get it to that spot a little bit faster. So as I start to adjust to this, I want to get the ball to kind of come around the corner a little bit more. That last shot was definitely operator error. So, but it just tells you how just finicky these lanes are right now. So I just got to get the ball to the friction a little bit more. There you go. Doing that allows that ball to get to the store a little bit more, but when it hits friction, it has to really go. And considering we hit it with 2,000 to get the ball to kind of shape up a little bit more and got to read off the friction a little bit harder, but you can't overthrow it because when we deal with carry down like this, it becomes a little bit harder to deal with. So let's throw the Zen again, move a little bit more left with it. And you can see this is just a 2-board move to see what each ball looks like in each spot, right? Well, that's just an unfortunate break when you leave it there. So, I mean, who's going to be mad? I mean, a lot of people will be mad at a pocket 710, but that's pretty good. But either way, like, you see the ball wants to take its shape. So now, as we start to do this, hands get a little bit softer, everything becomes a little bit more controlled, and our timing becomes a little bit later so we can get the ball to just start hooking in that spot a little bit more. Ah, that was me. Dang it. See, sometimes in these videos when, you feel like you throw a good one and you don't throw a good one the next one. So let's try that again. Let's throw a better one. And then, we'll see what happens. Because, that was just a bad shot off my hand. And I'll admit to those. So we're going to get that ball to that dry spot a little bit more. There you go. And then we ninth it again. But either way, if you throw it well when they're like this, then you start to see you're going to be okay with 9 spare, because sometimes when you run into wishy-washy, 9 is a good thing. It doesn't have to necessarily be a bad thing. But make sure that you guys make your spare. Go back to the Zen to see what that looks like comparatively, to where we're at right now. Maybe this ball will pick up a little bit more where it's at. there you go. Slow road a little bit, get the ball to pick up. You see they have very similar characteristics, but because the Ultimate Wrecker has a little bit more surface to it, you can see how much more it wants to pick up as it starts to slow down because of the texture that it has on it. But pretty similar ball shapes in how they are in their lines in each of the balls. So, like for me, because I have so many symmetrical curls that have shine on them, we decided that we wanted to use a ball with a little bit of texture. Coming back from nationals, and you want to see the ball kind of slow down a little bit. You don't want to see the ball have to make this big banana shape, but at the same time, you want to see the ball go around the pattern and go through it rather than have this unpredictable ball motion. There you go. All right, guys, back in the shop to give you guys some of my final thoughts and just some of the things that I saw when it came to the Wrecker and the Zen. The Wrecker to me is a little bit weaker piece, so as the lanes start to transition a little bit more, the ball will want to get up and be a little bit quicker off the pattern if you leave the polish on it. We took it off just to get the ball to kind of slow down a little bit because I don't like personally to see the ball go sideways because I have enough rev rate and ball speed to manipulate it to where I need to be more of a, not a flippier, but more of a harder turn rather than a quick one. So when we took the polish off, that was the assumption because we have plenty of balls that go pretty sideways in the back. And when they're a little fresher and you have a little bit more volume, you can go to that Zen to use it a little bit more and then switch to a ball like the Ultimate Wrecker. So go visit all our socials, Dynamics Bowling, DXB on Facebook, Dynamics Bowling on Instagram, Dynamics Bowling on YouTube, and go visit our TikTok at Hoodie Bowler 300, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Kid, love you, bye.